Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. In today's episode we're gonna finish off Limgrave and talk to a lot of NPCs.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation? That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands. May the Golden Order shine through you.
Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number. Well, well. Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding Deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their Deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman. What is it? Still milling about? The map indicates where the gateway is hidden. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Roundtable. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses. Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need? Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it. As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better. Oh, still need something?
Greetings. Nice to see you again. My name is Roderica. I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive though? The Roundtable Hold. Covert quarters of the Two Fingers. And gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic roots, although it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose. Oh, and please allow me to express my thanks for giving me that keepsake from my men. It was as if I was frozen with self-pity. I failed them at every turn. You have my gratitude. Please, take this.
Look at you. Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms. The girly boy here, she's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
You're telling me I possess some kind of gift? I don't believe you. But if I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us Tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Roundtable Hold, so I can tell. He's a gentle soul underneath it all.
The girl. What about her? Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith? Absurd. Besides, she'd never agree to it. I refuse to believe it. I don't doubt you, but I know when something's too good to be true. Oh, your divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long. A god is not easily felled. But one day, without fail, you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much. I have you to thank, don't I? For persuading Master Hugh. I can happily announce that he has taught me the noble toil of spirit tuning. I'm as yet unsure of what I might be able to accomplish, but if I might be able to help you all, I'd certainly like to try. And if there's any chance to ease the suffering of my dear men who were grafted, well, I certainly must try. Roderica, the Spirit Tune Apprentice. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms. Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine. and mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too. I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning, so I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, my dear, had a change of heart already. Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need. I am pleased to. Would you like me to hold you? The blessing is still a. Would you like to? Now, come closer. You are so very warm. I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace, and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Roundtable Hold. Perhaps you could make use of it?
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, Life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the greater of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not? Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika, she who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted. The children are tainted by the sands. Listen,
The great harney.
Indeed, the demi-Godric the runt. Now go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge, to be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Lane Dell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes.
won't you? So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Rennala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy, but Rennala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg that was Radagon's gift to her. I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Okay, well, that was a lot of dialogue, but, well, we're pretty much done in this place for now. We'll grab this item real quick, just because we can. Fight that little invader, no real reason to, but, alright. Now let's finish off Limgrave, and we can talk about some of that dialogue in the process. And first things first, we're gonna activate our Great Rune at the Divine Tower of Limgrave. So Rogier was telling us about the, was it the Night of Black Knives or whatever, where Godwyn was killed. So they took a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, and they used that to kill Godwyn. Now, did they need that to kill Godwyn? Like, it's it's one of those things where I've seen some comments, like, some people think, well, when the Rune of Death was, like, sealed... Ow. There was... Well, gods couldn't die. No one could die. Which... Maybe. Maybe that's the case. Maybe if you take the Rune of Death out of the Elden Ring, no one can die. But I don't know about that. Another option is that the Rune of Death is simply a very powerful tool which you could use to kill a demigod, as they are, well, presumably quite strong. Same way, well, say you wanted to fight something you knew was very powerful, you would use like a level 25 weapon instead of a level 1 weapon, right? Wish I could use my horse here. But I'm still not decided. Like, I'm trying to read all the item descriptions, listen to all the dialogue, and try and make up my mind, but at the moment I'm not sure. Which, I guess, idea I like more. Maybe demigods were immortal whilst the Rune of Death was sealed, but I don't think everyone was. Because the whole thing is, our character has the guidance of grace, right? Grace is what allows us to respawn. It's what makes our character immortal, you might say. So, I don't know. Both theories work. But as to which I subscribe to right now, I don't know. Also, I hate that it spawns us all the way up here. Like, on the one hand, I like it, but also, can we just ride our horses or something? Because I now have to go all the way down here. I mean, I don't actually need to, there's not really anything much down here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What else were they talking about? Dee was telling us about, Destined Deathroot stuff. So basically, after they killed Godwyn, right? And you can see this in the, what is it? Is it the story trailer, I think it was called? It's a cinematic, you see Godwyn is killed, then his body, maybe because it was killed with the Rune of Death, I don't know, his body starts kind of pulsating and going stinky. All of that corruption, the death, started to leak out at the root of the Erd tree, maybe where Godwyn was buried, maybe because he was buried there. And then it's coming up all over the, well, if not the world, then the lands between. Because yeah, Godwyn's buried, like, over there, basically. And we saw a part of him here, in Stormvale, so you can, that's a good distance away. And there are other signs of that corruption too. Now Regier, he touched it, and now he's, I mean, I don't even really know how to explain what's happened to him. That, like, white stuff on him? Who knows, but... Now, who else had stuff to say there? Fia being kind of suspicious, but she gave us the location of, well, we can't actually see it on our map, but it's there. And Dee also gave us the location of a teleporter, which is here, and will teleport you over here somewhere, where you can speak to Geraint, the beast clergyman. Oh yeah, we spoke to Novelli. Spoke to Gideon. Gideon was basically telling us, well, effectively, we need one more Great Rune. We need enough Great Runes to mend the Elden Ring. Now, Queen Marika is the host of the Elden Ring. She's the vessel. In other words, the Elden Ring is Marika. It is inside Marika. Grab that real quick. And that's actually where Geraint is, right there. in that building. Can we see Redmane Castle from here? It's very low quality right now, but it's kind of interesting what it looks like from up here. From up here, it makes it look like just kind of like a desert, which I guess isn't too far off from the truth. Oh, you know what? We might actually have to go there too. There's an item right there which we want. The Naginata, by the way, was like in there somewhere. Yeah, this does not look fantastic. I'm pretty sure that is Redmane Castle, but it's just a blob right now. Yeah. Man, I have the settings maxed out, by the way. So, whatever. Alright, let's mend our rune. We did it. Godric's Great Rune. The first rune that you get, usually, and kind of the best one, too. Alright, now... we're gonna do this area real quick. I say real quick, don't worry, this episode's gonna be an hour long, I'm sure, just because I think this area is cool. This dungeon feels like a fairly unique one, and it's one of my favourite ones in this area. And I find it quite intriguing, shall we say. And it would feel weird having an episode with like no combat in, so we'll do this one. You've probably noticed on the map that, yeah, I've pretty much done all of the dungeons, just most of them I do off screen, because again, copy paste, no need to show. Then, oh man, you know what's annoying? I looked at my phone to check the time when I started this, so I could like, oh okay, to see how long this is all going. But I forgot what time that was. Oh well. Poke, you poke, you poke, you poke. When in doubt, poke him in the snout. Oh, what is the time right now? It is 3:20 AM. Yeah, I usually need to record pretty late. I see you over there, cat. So, yeah, I have two cats here at the moment. One is, like, my parents' cat, which I'm looking after for a while whilst they're not around. And the other one is just this, like, neighborhood cat, which, is eating my cat's food, so I'll be right back. But yeah, this cat is just like a neighborhood cat, you know? It's not my cat. It's just a cat. But it's always outside, and anytime like we open the door, it will come into our place, and it seems to have kind of like bonded with us. And that was some noises you just made. And cats are weird. But yeah, comes into our place and hasn't been what's the word, like neutered or anything, so I think it's maybe pregnant now, but I don't know for sure. So man, it's an ordeal. The whole thing is a situation and a half. But you know, I guess as this Let's Play goes on, we will see if it really is pregnant. Ow. Where did that one go? There it is. You might be wondering, why do I like this dungeon? So far, it's pretty nothing. But, yeah. Then we get out into this bit and it's like, oh, okay, it's like some sort of underground ruins? An underground temple? Who can say? But that's what I like about dungeons, when there's something unexpected, like an underground temple. That was probably a grab. The, oh, that just reminds me of my favourite area in Bloodborne. Oh god, what was it that one guy called it? The Hypogean Gowl? Yeah, because... oh, that did make me laugh. They use that word a lot in this game, by the way, jail, but the it's spelt in the way that people think it's gal. So sometimes you just like see a video and someone's like, "Hey guys, it's Pro Gamer 5 million here. Today we're gonna show you how to get the pump blade so you can own scrubs and PvP. You'll find it in the gal." It's like the what now? Also, jumping to that thing is possible. Jumping to this bit is probably safer and easier. Actually, I think you can just drop straight down. But whatever. We never do things the easy or logical way. Bussa. My Poggy and Gowl. Whatever, we'll leave that guy right there. And, got that little path, which a lot easier to see with messages on it. I hate this bit, though. Jumping. I hate jumping. Oof. Randomly, we got a Caden warrior here. Those were mercenaries who came from another land. That's just disgusting. I'm gonna shoot you. Take that, you rat. We haven't actually fought any land octopus on camera yet. But yeah, you just keep bopping away at them and they will be annihilated. They're gross. Time for comfort. Yeah, it's... Don't know why there are a bunch of Caden warriors down here, but they've all been annihilated, which I guess sucks for them. And, alright, we are... Hippity hoppity. Hippity hoppity, get out of my property. And then, first time I came down here, I was like, oh, that is a big fog door. What beasts will live behind it? Also, we upgraded our wolves a little bit at Rodrigo. Let's see if they're useful here. Of course, they're still weak, so any, like, big stompy man will just kind of pummel them immediately, which sucks with AoEs, but whatever. We don't actually have any FP for other stuff. Because there's a few other summons I'd like to use, but I need more FP for that. So, the wolves will probably be our main one. Ow. I keep getting hit because one of the cats is like sleeping next to my feet, and then the other one just keeps walking past it and like hissing at it, so I keep looking down to make sure they're not like giving each other conniptions. Which then results in me getting hit, but hey, we did it. Wow, fantastic. Blue Dancer Charm. That's one reason we want to come down here, to be honest. Don't think I'm going to use that, but I wanted to read the description for you real quick. The dancer in blue represents a fairy who in legend bestowed a flowing sword upon a blind swordsman. Blade in hand, the swordsman sealed away an ancient god. A god that was rot itself. Yes, they are usually referred to as the outer gods, and the greater will, which is kind of, I suppose, the main god, that is one of these outer gods. There is an outer god of rot as well. We'll learn more about these as we progress through the story too, but that item's pretty interesting. And where are we over here? Well, that's where we got the Naginata back in episode 1, and I forgot there's something else I wanted over here too. Right here somewhere? It's kind of embarrassing that I forgot back in episode 1, but probably because I couldn't get back out of that place easily. I had to go the long way. But yeah, see this invisible scarab thing? Which I don't really have a good AoE for this, do I? Got it. Gave it a poke. As yeah, that's a weapon art that I enjoy. Fortunately, it's also a very good one. Or so I think. So we'll equip that real quick. I think just standard, to be honest. Let's see. How much FP does it use? Okay, I think we can still summon after using that. It looks really cool. Bam. Alright, but that will do it for today's episode. And that will do it for Limgrave, pretty much. We've done pretty much everything there that's important. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, Liurnia with the lakes. Ciao. Wow, I failed.